While you slept last night, exactly $66.67 hit my account without a single finger being lifted. That is not a fluke. It is a mathematical certainty. For the last 18 months, this engine has consistently churned out $2,000 every single month. I am not talking about dropshipping, multi-level marketing, or filling out surveys. This is the raw, unfiltered data of a diversified, high-yield digital asset portfolio. Today, I am pulling back the curtain on the spreadsheets, the failures, and the exact mechanics of how this works, so you can stop trading your hours for dollars and start engineering your time back.
Most of what you hear about passive income is a lie designed to sell you a course. They tell you it's set it and forget it. But in reality, 90% of passive streams are actually hidden full-time jobs. To reach the $2,000 mark, I had to stop looking for shortcuts and start looking for structural advantages. We are going to deconstruct the three traditional pillars: real estate, equities, and content, and show you why the modern hybrid approach is the only way to survive the current economic volatility.
My system isn't built on one single stock or one single website. It is a tripod. One leg is dividend growth investing, the second is automated niche digital assets, and the third is secured peer-to-peer yield. By balancing these three, I have created a self-healing revenue stream. If one sector dips, the others compensate. But the real secret isn't just owning these assets. It is the specific reinvestment ratio I use to force exponential growth even when the market is flat.
Let's look at the actual ledger. As you can see on this spreadsheet, we have three distinct tiers of income. Tier 1 provides the baseline stability. These are the blue chip dividend payers. Tier 2 is the growth engine, automated content sites that generate ad revenue. And Tier 3 is the high velocity yield. Look at the column marked net cash flow. Notice how the volatility is managed through a process called delta neutral positioning. This is how we ensure that $2,000 stays consistent, regardless of whether the S&P 500 is up or down.
2 years ago, I was exactly where many of you are, staring at a bank account that only grew when I worked overtime. I spent 6 months researching the top 1% of earners who weren't celebrities or CEOs. I found a common thread. They didn't chase trends, they acquired cash flow catalysts. I realized that the secret to passive income isn't more work, it's better leverage. I stopped trying to build a business and started trying to build an ecosystem.
The hardest part of this journey isn't going from 1,000 to 2,000. It is going from 0 to 100. That first $100 is the proof of concept. It requires a specific psychological shift. You have to stop thinking about what your hourly rate is and start thinking about the yield on cost. I am going to show you the exact asset I bought for my first $100 and why it was the most important financial decision I ever made.
This is where 99% of people fail. They build a system that requires their constant attention. To make this truly passive, I implemented the rule of 3. Every task that took more than 10 minutes a week was either automated via scripts, delegated to a specialized AI, or eliminated entirely. My current management time for this $2,000 monthly stream is exactly 45 minutes per week. This isn't just about money, it's about buying your time back from the world. Once the foundation was solid, I used a technique called the snowball injection. Instead of spending the initial profits, I funneled 100% of the returns back into high-conviction assets. This created a compounding effect that accelerated my growth by 400% in just 6 months. We are looking at the math of velocity of capital. When you hit the $2,000 threshold, the income begins to generate its own growth at a rate that exceeds most people's ability to save from a salary.
I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't talk about the risks. Markets crash, algorithms change, and platforms die. That is why this system uses risk-adjusted positioning. I have a dedicated black swan hedge that protects the principal even if my primary income source drops by 50%. We don't just plan for the best-case scenario, we build a fortress that can survive the worst. This is the difference between a hustle and a legacy.
If you want to start today, here is the blueprint. Phase 1, identify your seed capital. Phase 2, select your anchor asset. I recommend a low volatility REIT or a proven niche content site. Phase 3, set up your automatic reinvestment trigger. I have documented the exact platforms and tools I use in the description, but the most important step is the first one, moving from a consumer mindset to an owner mindset.
The biggest mistake beginners make is yield chasing. They see a 20% return and dive in without looking at the underlying asset quality. This is how you lose your principal. I lost $4,000 in my first year by making this exact mistake. I am sharing this so you don't have to pay that stupid tax. Stick to the 7 to 12% range. It's the sweet spot where sustainability meets significant growth. Imagine waking up and knowing your bills are paid before you even get out of bed. That $2,000 isn't just money. It's 160 hours of your life every month that you now own. Whether you use it to travel, spend time with family, or build something even bigger, the choice is finally yours. If you are ready to stop watching and start building, hit the link below to get my free tracking template. The journey to 2000 starts with a single dollar. Let's get to work.